everybody. I'm Kristal Hart, and we're in Washington, D.C. at Lincoln Memorial, where the U.S. Postal Service and the United States Army Band celebrate the life and legacy of singer and Washington, D.C. native Kate Smith, who was immortalized on a new 44-cent postage stamp. Kate Smith was an American singer and entertainer who's best known for her rendition of Irving Berlin's God Bless America.
Lieutenant Colonel Leigh Packnett. I'm the Media Advisor, Public Affairs Officer for the Undersecretary of the Army, Dr. Joseph Westphal. And the significance today of the military participating in the ceremony is that in the 40s and 50s, Kate Smith was the voice of America. And when she sang God Bless America, that became our unofficial national anthem. And if you go to every baseball game during the 7th inning, they play this song, and for a lot of events, God Bless America is followed by the national anthem, which is our national anthem. And the military and the civilian organization getting together to show that this is a total force type of event. And listen to the great sergeant behind us singing.
Hello, I'm Sergeant First Class Leanne Hinton, and I'm here on behalf of the United States Army Band Pershing's Own, which is under the direction of Colonel Thomas Rotundi Jr. We're based at Fort Myer, Virginia, and it's such a pleasure to be here today performing a favorite by Kate Smith, made very famous by Kate Smith. She was actually a favorite singer of my grandfather's, so it really means a lot to me to be performing this today. It's just such a pleasure to be here on behalf of the United States Army Band, and I hope that this is a pleasurable moment and memorable for you.
Hi, Kristal. My name is Brigadier General Lew Boone. I'm the Chief of Army Public Affairs here in Washington, D.C. I'm stationed at the Pentagon. And today we have the good fortune of honoring one of the icons of American culture, Miss Kate Smith, who passed away in 1986. But today the U.S. Postal Service is going to honor her by commemorating her and honoring her with her own stamp. It's a great honor. I'm accompanying, I am with the Undersecretary of the Army, Dr. Westphal, Joseph Westphal, and it's going to be a wonderful day. We'll have a great time.
Hi, I'm Joseph Westphal. I'm the Undersecretary of the Army. I'm here for the unveiling of the Kate Smith stamp, famous for her rendition of God Bless America. We're very proud as an Army to be part of this event with the U.S. Postal Service. She represents some of the great patriotism of her time as we connected her music to the efforts of our soldiers and airmen and sailors and Marines as they fought in the great wars of the middle part of the last century. Today we have men and women at war, and again we think of music as a way of inspiring our men and women in uniform and our civilians as we engage in these efforts. God Bless America got us through 9/11, and it's still in the hearts and minds of all of our people as maybe our off-the-record national anthem.
And how did the Songbird of America become the unofficial good luck charm for a bunch of brawling Broad Street bullies? Here's Lou Scheinfeld, who represents the Philadelphia Flyers, to tell us more. Mr. Scheinfeld, while you're there, I'm from New York City, and I have some Ranger fans who say they're never going to forgive Kate Smith for that. Could you tell us a little bit more about that history?
Well, back in 1969, there was a lot of civil unrest and racial unrest in the country, and people were apathetic when we played the national anthem at sporting events. And I thought, what would happen if we took the national anthem away from them? And I played God Bless America instead. And the crowd didn't quite get it, but by the end of the game, the Flyers had hustled, hit, scored, and won, and the crowd was in a good mood. So I decided to play at another game several weeks later, and we won again, which was unusual because in those days, the Flyers didn't win very often. So over the years, we've played it 112 times, and we've only lost we've won 90 of those games. So we have an amazing record, over 80%, and we only use it in games we must win, not just any game of the season. So Kate Smith is looking down on the Flyers this year as they go into the Stanley Cup Championships. And what a group.
Hey, what's your expectation?
I think we're going to win. I think we're going to win. I think we're a team of destiny. Destiny on ice.
Services for the United States Postal Service. And I have the honor and the pleasure of being the Master of Ceremonies this morning for a very special stamp dedication in honor of Kate Smith. I think it's very fitting that we're here on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial where Kate Smith in 1970, July 4th, 1970, was here performing with Bob Hope and Jack Benny. So we thought, because she was a hometown Washington, D.C. native, that this would be a great place to have our ceremony. So we'll go ahead and get started. We start off with a tribute to our country. If you would all please rise for a singing of the national anthem and the presentation of colors. The colors will be presented by the Armed Forces Color Guard, and this morning we have Sergeant First Class Leigh Hinton, who will sing the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
Before we dedicate the stamp, I want to introduce some special guests here that have joined us this morning. You probably didn't know this, but there's a thing called the Kate Smith Commemorative Society, and we've got a bunch of the members from the society that have come from around the country, and I understand even a couple from England that have joined us this morning. So would all the members of the society stand up and be recognized, please? As you well know, the Kate Smith was also kind of affiliated with the Philadelphia Flyers, and we've got some representative of the Flyers. Joe Cadillac is here this morning, and anybody with the Flyers, stand up, and then you're going to hear from Lou Scheinfeld in a second here. Thank you for being with us this morning. And then one of my favorite people, the designer or the art director for the stamp, Ethel Kessler, is with us this morning. She lives in Bethesda, so if you like the stamp, it's because of Ethel and her work.
To unveil the stamp was the 72nd Postmaster General of the United States, John Potter.
Kate Smith and God Bless America are forever intertwined. And now this legendary singer, entertainer, humanitarian, and American icon will be forever commemorated with a stamp in her honor. From this day forward, this wonderful, vivid image of Kate Smith in full 1960s performance mode with an American flag added in the background will travel quickly, easily, and affordably on letters and packages throughout the nation. And now I'd like to ask Dr. Westphal and Dave Failor and our other guests to join me as we unveil and commemorate the Kate Smith stamp. Thank you very much.
What do you think? Do you like it? Ethel, you did a great job. Thank you.
I'm Kristal Hart reporting from Washington, D.C., and thanks for watching. Customers have until July 27, 2010 to obtain the first day of issue postmark by mail. They should affix the stamps to envelopes of their choice, address the envelopes to themselves or others, and place them in a larger envelope addressed to Kate Smith Stamp Special Cancellations, P.O. Box 92282, Washington, D.C. 20090-2281. After applying the first day of issue postmark, the Postal Service will return the envelopes through the mail. There is no charge for the postmark.